morning. My voice is really very crack, and I'm sorry about that because I couldn't help myself getting a cold in this change in weather. Because after the Durga Puja, uh, the change in weather is felt, and for the last few days, means 1 week or 10 days, um the winter is getting felt. We are administering because this is our side, our home is in the uh, hillside. So the dampness and uh, like decrease in temperature is felt more than the streets or about 500 meter from here. So there the uh, temperature is not very high, but in at our house actually we have got lots of trees also, and because of the change in temperature especially, I am getting cold. I have done the nasapan, which actually makes the congestion clear, but then uh, somehow I got, because of the dust and pollution also, maybe because it's a Diwali season and lots of like firecrackers which did not like earlier was burned, but later on it was burned, and pollutants were there, and I have got cold. So that is the reason of my cracked voice. To in order to like recover from that, I'm having the tulsi tea also. This is Finnish red tea, and I add few leaves of crushed tulsi plant. We have got lots of tulsi plant. Let me show, because we worship the tulsi plant also. Kati Bihu, we worship. This is one where the worshipping is done, and I had drawn this alpana. It has got rubbed off at night. So this is one tulsi plant, and there are more. This one has also grown big. This is one. Then in our, like, this is one tulsi plant, and there is this one, and there is more. So lots of tulsi plants are there. I got few leaves from here, from this one. Yes, I collected the matured one and crushed them into like partial paste, and then added it to the red tea. Means hot water, then sugar, and little bit of tea leaves. That is how I prepared and got of relief. And today actually I remember one topic for discussion, that do you also believe in the concept of servants? Because today the scenario has changed, although uh, past about 15 to 20 years back, the concept of servant was very much there in our society. Today, of course, the laws, the child labor has banned or restricted servant concept very much in our society, but earlier it was not there. And another reason for discussion is because of one experience actually, which I got when I was working in 2016 in the country of Bhutan. So there I was so much surprised to find that they do not have the concept of servant in their society. Means if I need to get some help, then I would have to ask somebody, some friend and all, to help me in my household. But the concept of a paid servant, it is not there. And I was so surprised. And together with me, some more Indian families were there. So they said that yes, यहाँ पे वो सब नहीं होता है. Means we do not get paid servant. Nobody is going to work for you as a servant and get some money. The whole concept is only not there. And I was like so much surprised that what kind of place is this. At first I did not understand, but slowly, as I was understanding the effect of the religion also, because Bhutan is a Buddhist country. And in India it is not like that. We have got lots of religion, lots of population communities. So here, not just one religion, although the major religions are there, uh, affects. Over there it is just the major one, the Buddhist religion. So I was experiencing that also, and I was thinking that some difference is there. And the concept of, since the servant concept is not there, so there's a equal feeling among the people. So my thinking was like, since I am earning, so I can very well ask for a servant. That concept was still there at that time. But after I found that like the equality is so much felt over there, the happiness also is more, I think, in that place. So that actually changed some of my views towards life. And when I returned back, uh, I used to work earlier also at my home, and my PhD work or my professional work teaching only, I did not have like servant concept in my life. But after coming back, I started doing most of the household works. uh, People did used to come, means if we want to hire here, now in Guwahati, of course, um, workers are there. But I thought of myself that let me not go for that servant concept once again, because something which I had learned there in Bhutan, so that was really appreciative. I really appreciated that concept, that there is no uh, like higher feeling, or like the higher mentality and lower mentality. Someone is because he or she is earning, he or she is greater, and somebody who is a servant whom you pay is having something of low quality. That concept was not there. Everybody was equal. So I wanted that concept to follow in my life also. And after coming home, I started like, my mother is one such fellow that from my childhood I have seen that she does so much of hard work, starting from the household, going to market, then sometimes even our studies also. And if the it was required that a parent is required in case of like going to doctors or going to schools and colleges, she used to go. So she is a very hard worker, hard like laborer. I'm not like her. It's a truth, because her body build-up is really very strong, stronger than mine. And but I got the inspiration that to work hard, to work to do hard work at home, and that inspired me. That inspiration from my childhood, from my mother, of course, gave me the way that I should also work. And I started working. Like I used to do classes also in college, and after coming home or in the rest of the period, I used to work and did not have any such uh, guilt or unappreciativeness towards any kind of work, starting from cleaning the toilets to grooming, then cooking, then all other co-curricular activities. And together with that, but I had continued my reading, uh, this thing, reading activity. So I feel like independent, more independent. I'm not dependent for my works upon anybody. And during the severe back pain period also, then at the time also, I thought that I would go for asking that somebody to wash my clothes when I'm having pain. And my mother also said that yes, you can go. But somewhere and somehow I wanted to like discard the whole concept of servant from my life. So I did not take help. Although there are people in our like hillside, Shantipur hillside, women are there, but they do remain busy nowadays. The house helper, they remain so much busy and they enjoy their life, everything, whatever is going on. Somebody is saying hi, hi. Jayesh Patel. Hi Jayesh Patel. You're from which place? I am from Guwahati. This is Northeast India, Assam. Maybe Jayesh Patel has left. Anyway, so what do you think? You all think that the concept of servant or the economic difference in the Indian society, our society, it is good, or it is like it needs to improve? I think that it needs to improve. The concept of servant, that nobody, no human being is like unequal from birth. If somebody is doing the work in my household or my works and getting paid, then it is a job for him or her. There is no such like discrimination should not be there on the basis of job, you know, because if there's some whenever some uh, data analysis goes on public level, then people from the government offices or directors, they come to our houses and they also get paid for their work. And whenever they come, then we greet them with like water, tea, or ask them to sit at our sofa. But do we do that to the household workers also? Do we ask them to sit with us, eat at our dining table? So those things are like in my mind, it remained. And I thought of speaking, talking, discussing, because there's a separate nation where separate society where I have experienced that the concept of servant is not there. There is totally equalness. Although uh, the seniority is there, but the discrimination is not there. I am glad that I could experience those differences in our in the social structure. What like your feelings are that the concept of servant and like small people or big people? Big people means somebody who has got lots of money, first of all, then power, name, you know, in the society. So are they somewhere different from the small, like economically poorer categories, BPL level people, below poverty line? There's a poverty line and below poverty line. What is the difference between them? Somebody is working or their lifestyle is different, and somebody is having a different lifestyle. How do we count the richness? I belong to a middle class family, and I have seen people hardworking. My mother, then the ancestors also. There were farmers also. There were government officials also. So everybody has done hard work. But then the concept of servant was still there, and discrimination was also there. which I do not appreciate. And by now actually I feel it more, because wherever I have worked for money, so there some people would try to discriminate me. I have seen. So by now actually the concept of equality is much more felt by myself. I think that there should be equality and the respect for all categories of people, economically backward or somebody who is rich. The discrimination should not be there. And I'm glad that by now, by today, in my family, at least the discrimination has decreased. Earlier it was there. It was there that servant is different and we are the Malik, so we are different. So that concept has really changed today, and I'm glad about that. So this was all that I wanted to talk today. Uh, if you all also find that the concept of servant is like needs to be discussed, then let me know. Thank you for joining.